Welcome everyone to potentially the most disgusting StarCraft 2 gameplay you have ever witnessed. A while ago I made a video on trying to be the Grandmaster without ever attacking. I did this with Terran and it was already quite disgusting, as you can imagine. A lot of mech units, a lot of planetary, stuff like that. But with Protoss, I think I can take it one step further. I think I can really make this the most miserable experience ever for my opponent. Stasis wards everywhere, cannons, batteries, temper shooting from downtown, disruptors from downtown. And I think there's even a chance I could beat my opponent into submission just by pure annoyance. I think they're going to get so annoyed they might surrender the game. Now, I do still have to play well to deliver on that promise. Let's begin. All right, we're playing against a Terran on Frostline. Now, I think Terran is the middle matchup for this challenge. Doing this against Protoss would have been pretty much impossible against an onslaught of Blinkstalkers. Doing this against Zerg, probably, I'm going to say it carefully, probably would have been the nicest. I know Zerg getting an infinite eco is not that nice, but with Protoss you might be able to craft an army that can't be beaten. And against Terran, it's a bit complicated because late game normally I would say is pretty good for Protoss, but it's good for one reason, and that's that Protoss has the mobility advantage. So kind of the way it looks is Protoss players are just running around with their Zealot, Stalker, Colossus. Terran has to sit back. If they're playing Liberators, they have to re-siege the Liberators all the time, and moving out is very, very difficult. Now, I'm not going to have the luxury of moving out because I am only defending. Now, just quickly, the rules for this challenge are quite simple. I'm not going to attack their base in any form, but I am allowed to expand to my next base. So if we come to a situation, which we're definitely going to get to if this is going to be a long game, where my opponent has my next base, I can attack that base, right? Like, let's say I have 5 bases, this being my 5th. My opponent has this one, because by then he'll probably have the entire map. I am allowed to attack this base and expand there myself. Now, I was thinking about harassment as well for the rules. I think we are not going to allow any harassment, and the reason why I'm even thinking about that, looks like a proxy, is because you have things like stasis wards, for example, where you're not really attacking, right? But I still think it kind of counts, so I'm not going to allow myself to harass at all. I will allow myself to scout, of course, and well, that's actually kind of weird SCV pathing by him. Hope he didn't just show me where his proxy came from. That would be a little unfortunate. But I will be able to scout, and I will be able to expand to my next base. That's pretty much it. Let's see. It is just going to be a Reaper proxy. I'm going to be a little greedy here and just skip the Zealot, I think. I'll just take a little bit of damage from that Reaper, probably. If I'm really good, I can avoid any losses. That's probably not going to happen, though. I'll probably lose 1 or 2 probes or something like that. That would be decent enough for me. Just going to move these probes back. He's probably going to try to get back around. Let's see if I can save this one, too. That would be awesome. We are going to save this one. Going to save this one, too. Not the best micro on the Reaper for him. And we do actually survive. Okay, we're going to trade 1 probe for 1 Reaper. I was going to say, we're going to survive without losing a probe, but then I lost 1 in the end. So that's a bit unfortunate. Now, my opponent here is... Okay, yeah, I pretty much know what this is. This kind of looks like he proxied another barracks, and he's going to go for like 2 Rex Marauder or something like this. Maybe tanks. Just something along those lines, you know. Normally against Proxy Reaper, you don't have to make a battery at the front, but in this case, I kind of have to, because I don't know exactly what this is. He did make another Reaper, surprisingly. Huh. Okay, I might have to rethink my strategy here, because I was expecting... he can't really do anything with that Reaper. I was expecting Tech Lab after the Reaper. Maybe I can actually kill this. Look at the timing on this. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's a misclick by him. Oh, no, it actually died. Okay, I really shouldn't have gotten that kill. But I was expecting the Tech Lab after the Reaper, but he didn't build it. So I'm kind of thinking it might be... Oh, that's a mistake by me. It might be something factory-based instead. I don't know what... A 3rd Reaper, too? Oh, man, this guy is having a painful start over here. I guess I'll scout... I wanted to scout with my Stalkers, but I guess I'll scout with my probe instead. To not aggress, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be a Cyclone. Yeah, I mean, we are just completely fine here. I'm really not worried about anything at all, actually. The only thing that I'm a little worried about the transition, because a Robo is going to be good enough at dealing with this, but... Oh, My cat is complaining all of a sudden like she's warning me. You're about to die to a cyclone, bro. But if I don't get anything that can kill the cyclones themselves, that is a little problematic. Here we go. The barracks giving vision is nice. He does have to be careful with that. Oh, I was about to recharge my battery, but I just used it on the sentry already. Let's see if I can maybe catch him off guard. Barely not. Okay, now I'm gonna get the prism. The prism is the reason why this is not a big deal, by the way. If I didn't have the prism, it would be hard. Why I'm completely fine now is simply because the prism can just pick up the units that get locked onto. And then there's just absolutely nothing to worry about, pretty much. Now, I do need another base at some point. I don't know how I'm gonna get that. Would be a pretty cool move if he goes for the pylon here. Actually, maybe that is what he's gonna do. I didn't see anything on his side of the map. I guess we'll figure out later what's going on. Do I really want to move out to take my third base right now? I kind of do, actually. I'm not quite sure if it's smart or not. He has 5 cyclones, by the way. 5 cyclones with freaking lock-ons. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he is gonna do exactly that. He's gonna try to take this down. Let's see. I don't need... Oh, wait! No, I misclicked! Oh, that is horrible. I clicked my prism there, but apparently I didn't quite click it there. Oh, that is actually horrible. That's a horrible misclick. That misclick is one of those misclicks that can cost you an entire game. Luckily, that Immortal barely didn't die, so that's okay. I don't really care about him killing this stuff, to be honest. He killed a gateway. Who cares? I don't think you want to put that there. It's gonna die now. I think he might be trying to go around to my front side over here. Should I try to sneak in a hidden base? Not the worst idea ever, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna rebuild a couple of gateways. I didn't necessarily want to make gateways here. The reason I am going to is because I just want to be able to blink on top of the cyclones at some point. I'm gonna try to sneak out another probe. He is still there, sadly, for me. Maybe I can... Okay, don't want to go too far out, because then I'm pretty much attacking. If I move out, I have to take my third base, basically, by the rules, and I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that. Let's see. Just lift it up. That's exactly how you do it. 0 damage taken on that Immortal. And I do think it is time for me to... Oh, he's lifting the... Why is he sending the factory over? That I actually don't really understand. There you go. It's not the easiest thing ever to do, because you do have to pay attention. But if you do pay attention, you really just don't lose anything to Cyclones, which is very nice. This is exactly what I was afraid of. I'm going to have to cancel that momentarily. But I already have my workers coming, so it is completely fine. I do want to get another scout off on his main base. I think that would be nice to see. And I get 10 stalkers out here. I mean, I was 100% sure that this was mech, but then he flew his factory. Didn't I kill his barracks earlier too? He's giving me his barracks and his factories. Like he's trying to confuse the heck out of me. I think it's a good time for me to go for a Stargate, by the way. Let's see what I can find over here. An armory. What am I watching? Like, there's an armory and bio after he lost freaking both the barracks and the factory. I mean, I know sometimes you guys think I'm some kind of StarCraft 2 rocket scientist, but I don't know, man. I would love to tell you guys exactly step by step what this guy is doing, but I don't freaking know. Oh, that's gonna be... I guess I can actually just use my blink to kill this. Did he want to go for drilling claws, maybe? It's kind of hard to imagine that that's what he was going for, because it just seemed a little late, especially against someone who has a robo. Now, I'm gonna go for my Tempest/carriers already. Dude, I actually have to resist freaking harassing. Like, I just feel like I want to harass. Okay, this is not gonna work for my Mr. Friend over here, I'm afraid. A little bit of Warp Prism Micro is gonna help me take care of those Marauders quite easily here. Oh, maybe not the best timing ever to scratch my head there, but barely got the Immortal still at the end. So that is nice. In fact, I think this is a really good moment for me to... there's the Widowmine over there. Oh god, that hurts my soul as a Terran player, eh? That's like one of the worst feelings in the game, having your Widowmine shoot into the gas. I always thought the gas should just freaking explode if that happened, you know. Like, if you get lucky enough that it shoots into the gas, the gas should just freaking explode. Actually, I'm gonna go for Tempest first, I think. And then my next step is gonna be to make a couple forges. So like I mentioned before, we are in a comfortable position But yeah, the biggest problem is that we can't attack. Terran can build up very well. Terran has triple mule at this point too. And economically, I think he's fine. Like, the biggest problem with what he's doing is that I could attack him and he would die. The problem is that I'm not allowed to actually do that. I think it might be a good time for me to start making batteries already here. Okay, so he's going to scan my base. My army's quite small here. I can't lie about it, guys. My army really is quite small. And there we go. He's making a 4th command center. And here, my fingers are itching because I really feel like he would straight up just die if I would attack him. That's the weakness of his build, but he's playing it a little greedy. He's not supposed to be able to go for that 3rd base so fast, and this is problematic. I think my next set of units I'm going to build are actually going to be the oracles, because I want a lot of stasis wards. Stasis wards is one of my best, like, yeah, passive map control thingies. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to harass him by dropping them in his base, but I am going to be dropping them on the map, at least on my half of the map. The reason why I need it is because my Tempest needs vision as well. And without oracles, there's just not going to be a lot of vision. Maybe I should recharge this sentry once again so I can get some more scouting. Getting scouting on both sides would be nice. I have a couple Tempests now. And I'm actually going to make 3 oracles. Might sound a bit excessive, but I think it's a pretty good idea. Okay, so the cannons are going to go up here. Should also go for Storm. The fact he's scanning might mean that he's actually about to attack over here. Would be a bit surprising if he's just scanning. Oh, I did see an army. Yeah, indeed. Okay. At least it looked like I saw an army, right? Yeah, he's... What is that ghost skin? That barely looks like a ghost to me. Have I seen that before? I must be tripping. There's no way I haven't seen that before. Okay, so he sees that I have a bunch of Tempest. Let's start dropping the thingies right now. The stasis ward. It's going to be a good idea. It does look pretty hard to take a 5th base on this map. I guess I can just try and sneak it. And if he doesn't deny it, then that would be fantastic for me. Okay, Storm is going to be on the way now. Probably get a couple cannons over here, so he can't drop me too easily. Get a pylon over here for vision, that would be nice. Try to get a couple pylons around the map in general. Gonna warp... Oh, I don't have them hotkeyed, actually. Gonna warp 4 Templars already. Templars are way better now. Oh, that's a good stasis ward already. Fantastic. They're way better now with the energy recharge, because you can basically spawn them with 2 storms, which is pretty freaking crazy. Now, let's see. I think 6 Tempest is enough, right? If I wanted to go for a perfect army, what would it be? Realistically, it would be carriers plus high Templars. I think there's not much better that you can build than that. That sounds pretty perfect to me. I don't have a chrono boost for that, sadly. That would have been quite nice to have. Prism. It kind of feels weird to have a prism, because when you have a prism, you always want to move out and attack with it. And I'm not allowed to do that, so that's a bit sad. I'm going to just warp 2 Templars over here. Probably... Well, I guess I don't need Templars over here. I can probably just split the ones I have. 2 Templars in a prism would be nice. Let's see, should I start making cannons like out on the map already? Or is this good enough for now? I mean, this base looks unbreakable to me. Maybe that's just my Terran player trauma, but like, cannons with storms look very painful. Dude, the stasis wards are popping up so hard that it's beautiful. I don't know exactly how I want to hotkey. Oh my god, I'm telling you guys, stasis wards are insane. What a freaking spell. What an ability that is. Holy. I have 90 workers. I think that's a bit too much, actually. I'm going to chill on that a little bit. Get my extra air upgrades for the carriers. I guess I can stick around here with those cannons. I don't want to full out go on the map because I don't have that base. So that would be cheating a little bit. His upgrades are insane, by the way. How did he get... I mean, that's what the armory was for, but how did he get so many upgrades so fast? That is freaking crazy. Okay, so since he was scanning over there, I might want to move a part of my army there. I think that's a good idea. Gonna go for some more phoenixes. I think I want to start getting some cannons up over there. That is the right idea for me. 1 marine over there. That's not too scary, of course. One thing that does scare me a little bit as well, by the way, is that he could go for nukes. Because I've noticed that because I talk so much in these videos, I don't often hear when there's a nuke landing. I've actually had some nukes land in me just because I don't actually hear that when I'm speaking. So if he starts nuking me, I don't think it would be that easy for... Oh, here it is. I don't think it would be that easy for me to deal with. You see, I'm gonna use my Tempest to try and cover this ground a little bit. Send the probe and start getting 1,000,000 cannons up here. I do need a couple batteries as well, I think. Probably should start trying to take this base. I feel like that is the best base that I can take. I'm actually going to get the armor upgrades here. I have a couple too many probes. Yeah, the problem is I wish that he would have been attacking me already, because then I would have been able to get some truly fantastic trades. That's kind of what I was going for. Let me just kill this freaking annoying-ass Marine. Okay, we're fully committing here. I love it. We're going to go for battle cruisers. Battle cruisers, they are kind of... It depends on if they're good or not. Well, that's not the right way to say it. It's like, you can use battle cruisers to a really high efficiency, but it does depend on the Protoss player a little bit and on your own usage. See, I might be able to kill one here, actually. Let's see. Did I kill it? I think I did, right? Yeah. Pretty sure I killed it. I do like that my opponent is taking up the task of going for a proper late game himself. That is just awesome to see. So since he's playing battle cruisers, I should forego the carriers, actually. That is the way you want to play this, because Tempest are just insanely good against BCs, better than carriers are, better than anything else you have as Protoss is, really. It looks like he's over here. I do have a couple of Stormy boys. Actually, just one Stormy boy, but it has 2 Storms. I think he's trying to throw these units away. Yeah, looks like it, right? Exactly. Yeah, makes a little sense. So this guy, he's going to be committing to playing like this fully. So what I am going to do is, well, first of all, I want even more stuff into the main base. But I am going to just sack a bunch of units attacking his next base. The base I'm going to expand to, of course. Wait, there's no way... I think these don't have teleports. Unless he has 12 BCs, he used teleport on like... Okay, he does have 12 BCs. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's good to know. That's a very good little piece of intel. Okay, so I want to take this base over here, so I'm going to attack it. And my hope is that I lose a bunch of units in the process. I lost a couple probes, which I'm actually quite happy with. Oh, he teleported over here. Oh, that is painful, my friend. He's going to lose pretty much all of those. I never thought I would see storms be useful against BCs, by the way. But it is actually going to be useful. Where's the probe that I sent? Did I lose it already or something? Okay, so he teleported on top of my base. I can actually stay here. And then I'll use... Do I have a recall? I have a recall on this. I'll just get the Tempest back. That means that these BCs are now all going to die as well. And this seems like a pretty successful endeavor so far. Now I'm going to be able to take this base. How many... Oh, I didn't really lose any starports, actually. It looked like he just killed a bunch of random stuff more than anything else. I could be wrong. Did I lose a... No, I didn't lose a cybernetics core. So we are still completely in the clear. And I know there's a lot of Protoss players that struggle with like mass BC stuff. Yeah, the answer really is just to make mass Tempest. Oh, there's one key that I have been forgetting so far. That is a big reason why Tempest works so well, actually. So I should definitely be using it here and explaining it to you guys. And that is having a mothership. And the reason why the mothership is so good is because it gives you 2 recalls, okay? So normally what happens is you can recall once to a base, but then it's on cooldown for like... What is that, like 3 minutes or so? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I believe. And then, yeah, if the BCs ever teleport on top of your Tempest, they can Yamato all of them and you're screwed. But what happens if you have the mothership is that... Did I hear a scan? I thought I did. If you have a mothership, you can recall, and then if the BCs teleport on top of your Tempest after that, you have another recall, and then the BCs don't have a teleport, so then you can actually kill them. That's pretty much the plan here. So he's got... Oh, that is not going to work for him, I think. Yeah, I saw him teleport down here. I think I'm really just being a bit too good at camping for this guy, to be honest. Like, I'm not trying to brag here, but this guy's trying to break me with his mass BCs, but I'm actually just out camping him right now. I have units in position all the time, and he did indeed leave because he got annoyed, just like I said in the intro, and there we go. I mean... It wasn't just because he was annoyed. He was honestly dead. The thing is, he didn't know I was never going to attack him. But if you look at the map already, guys, this was going to be my next base. Or this one. So I was actually going to kill him pretty much with the next attack, the next expansion. Now, I actually thought this game was going to take way longer. I thought this video was just going to be one game. But I guess since this one was only 18 minutes, we can play another one. Couple fun stats from this game is double the units lost, which is absolutely disgusting. I killed 13 workers. When did I kill 13 workers? Did he pull SCVs into my cannons and I never saw it? I mean, that's definitely what happened. It's a little embarrassing that I missed that, though. But it is what it is. Let's go to game number 2. Game 2 is against another Terran, and this time significantly higher in MMR. Now, I've played against Jason before, and I know that he's a bit of a macro guy. So I have to imagine that this game is, well, hopefully for me, gonna go quite long. But I suppose we'll see. Now, last game, I felt like my strategy overall was pretty decent. It was a bit of a weird one because of his proxy and then his follow-up proxy and then, you know, me trying to make sense of whatever his build was, which was in the end pretty cool, by the way. He kind of plays a little more like a true strategist. Like, he didn't just follow the usual meta of the game, the usual way to start your production. He was more like just reacting to what he saw, even if his responses were pretty drastic, right? Like the sudden switch to bio, and then all of a sudden, he stopped making bio completely and just went like, I don't know how many starports he had, but it was probably something like 6 starport battlecruiser or something. So that's pretty cool. You don't see players like that very often anymore in StarCraft. Most of the time, StarCraft players tend to just follow the flow of the game. You make 3 barracks, and then 5, and then 8, and then blah, 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 blah. You know, that guy was not like that, so respect to Mr. Guy over there. Let's see what we can find over here. I'm getting cheesed a lot by Terrans whenever I play Protoss, which makes sense. I mean, I always recommend that you do something cheeky playing Terran against Protoss, but it's still surprising to not see even a little bit of standard macro play. Here you can see it too, right? This guy is going for a really fast wall-off with just the pure intention that I can't scout him. Doesn't mean that he's gonna all-in me or anything like that, but it's still, you know, it's a little cheeky, to say the least. Now, can I find out what that is? I could open with a sentry. The reason why I don't want to open with a sentry, well, I do want to, but I'm not going to, is because I think sentry openings are a little weaker against double gas like Mass Reaper Heli and stuff. Against that kind of thing, sentry's okay, but you kind of want as much firepower as you possibly can have. I did used to have a build at some point that was pretty good. Like, you wall the Reaper Cliff, you go 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry, and then you make... well, on this map it actually wouldn't work because it's too wide. You would make like a gateway and a robo in the perfect time, and then there would just be 1 force-fieldable slot, right? So if your opponent would go for Reaper Hellion, you would be able to use the energy of the Sentry to force field, and then you have enough time to warp in your next unit. So that was actually pretty cool. Now, I think I'm gonna just chrono boost my Stalkers. I'm gonna get a battery over here. I don't really know what tech I want to go for yet. I didn't necessarily like going for the Robo last game. Wasn't the most useful thing in the end. If I go for a Stargate, I feel like I might not get enough value out of it because I can't attack, right? So, and you know what? I'm actually going to go for the Stargate just because I want to see if I can maybe get the Tempest up even faster kind of thing, you know? So like that would be pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 Stalkers. If he's going to attack me with something, that's what it's going to be. Up for me on the defense at least. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's going to just lose every single unit here. This is really going to be pretty good for me. Off of a double gas, you definitely want to do a little more than that. I think he killed 3 probes, but this is a pretty committed build. And in the end, it's going to be completely fine for me. And now I'm even wondering if I can go for like straight fleet beacon, which is pretty freaking absurd. But I mean, if I can get away with it, then that would be pretty hilarious. I'm going to take my Nexus. Should I even... I guess I could make an Oracle for the stasis wards, right? Yeah, I'll make 1 Oracle first, just so the energy value, you know, goes up over time. I'm just gonna get more stasis wards out in the end. Let's see, Bunker, Cyclone. I don't really like seeing the Cyclone, because the Cyclone implies that he might attack me, and I don't feel like being attacked right now, because I want to make a fleet beacon. Speaks for itself, right? So, yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen with that. Cyclone doesn't necessarily have to mean attack. I'm actually surprised of the I feel like the Cyclone from his side is a bit of a bad idea. And the reason why is because I don't think he saw my tech. If he did see my tech, I stand corrected. If he didn't, like what I thought, then it's kind of weird because all he knows is that I have a million Stalkers and Cyclones really don't excel there. I'm gonna just drop a couple stasises like this. With 1 energy recharge, you can instantly drop 3 stasis wards. It's actually one of the biggest complaints that people have about the patch, that the Oracles are just freaking crazy now. It was already one of the best units in the game, and now it's crazy. It really is just an insane unit right now. Absolutely bonkers. If you're a Protoss player and you don't make Oracles, you're doing it wrong. Trust me. I think, well, Against Terran, you don't necessarily want to make oracles. Against Protoss and Zerg, I think you pretty much always want to make oracles. You can also skip them and go blink against Protoss, but just make oracles, guys. Trust me, they're great. Let's see, I'm gonna wait for another energy recharge. I guess I'll just get the gases right away. And then I'm gonna get a forge as well. I don't know exactly what my follow-up is gonna be from this. What I'm afraid of in this scenario is that my army initially is gonna be quite weak. Like, if he did a good follow-up, and he's gonna hit me with something like just a really good, like, 7-minute timing, 20 Marines with stim, plus whatever extra units he has, right? Then I think that's gonna be pretty difficult to deal with, actually. I'm gonna go for the second Stargate now. And I want to get one pylon out in front here so I can make cannons. And then we're just gonna spam carriers like absolute baboons. Gonna get one cannon. Feels like an ugly cannon. I can get it over there, that's decent. At least one cannon per base for some free detection. The map control the oracles give is so nice as well, by the way. Look at the map now. I don't even really have map control. I should have probably gotten some pylons like this earlier. But I can at least see in front of all my bases, which is super nice. Probably hide my carries just a little bit, like put them over here or something. Now, since my opponent has not moved out yet, I'm tempted to think that he went for a triple command center opening, which is not necessarily my favorite. I feel like whenever I do challenges, it kind of depends on the attack, but I typically prefer being attacked because that gives me a little bit of sense of control over the game, you know? Like, if he attacks me, I can do everything I can to defend it, and that feels pretty good. If he doesn't attack me, I feel like, you know, he could just be doing a better strategy than me and make the right units in the long term, and that is painful. Let's see. I do need to get Templar Arc. I guess I'll make the Twilight now. Like, I need to get Storm at some point. I think Storm Carrier is just the ultimate composition. I don't really need anything more than Storm Carrier. But it is a bit sketchy to go for carriers fast. I'm going to use another energy recharge there. My opponent's clearly playing extremely passive. I'm even going to go further out with my stasis wards now because I might as well. How many gateways do I want? I think 4 was kind of a good count. Being able to warp in 4 Templars whenever I wanted was nice. Get the second upgrade on the Cyber. My main base is looking a little sketchy. It's a lot of buildings close together. Probably should have spread them out a little more. Here we go, Templar Archives as well. This base is now going down. If you look at what I have playing like this at like 7 minutes 45, by the way, I think it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, I have 4 carriers already, 3 Stargates, 4th base coming up. I mean, I'm not trying to convince you guys this is necessarily a great strategy, but it's looking surprisingly potent, I want to say. Now, it feels like my opponent is doing the same thing as me. I know that he moved out earlier, but besides that, this really just looks like the same thing. Has he scouted anything at all, like this entire game? But he went into my natural with his Reaper. Then he went into my natural again with 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion. Saw that I had a bunch of Stalkers. And besides that, he hasn't had a single clue of what I'm doing, actually. Not one little idea, which is just insane. I'm gonna Chrono Boost that. Try to get a couple cannons out here at least, plus a battery. I mean, the Oracle's giving me so much information. Guess I'll use another energy recharge on that. I could probably start taking this base too at this point. I mean, I really am just ultimately hard chilling. Gonna get some stasis wards out there around his side. Oh, you did find me over there. Okay, so now you must be surprised that I have an Oracle. I'm not sure if he saw it before. So he scans my base, which I don't have yet, of course. Gonna warp 2 Templars over here. Storm is about to finish, but it hasn't finished yet. Okay, he's gonna go over here now. I guess I might as well make an Archon or something, I don't know. Okay, so here I have 7 carriers. I don't know what the upgrades on my carriers is. It's probably good enough, I want to guess. Okay, the tanks are gonna die pretty much instantly. There we go. I'm actually gonna fall back momentarily. Is it finished? Okay, Storm is finished now. Here's the thing. I can warp in... Oh, I'm missing like just 20 gas or something. I can warp in 1 Templar now and recharge it in like, what is that, 2 seconds or something? Oh, I don't have energy. There we go. I have energy now. And then his entire army is just gonna melt to that. Let me see if I can find him over here. I do not see him. There's a couple of Widow Mines. Actually pretty good damage on those carriers, surprisingly, I have to say. I'm gonna go for my next couple upgrades. I'll probably take this base at the same time, just because I'm expecting him to chill now. If he would move out, that would be kind of crazy. Now, what's problematic here is that I've already pretty much gotten my ultimate army. If I got the situation in a regular 1v1 where I'm allowed to attack, I would feel just ecstatic about my position. But now I'm still going to have to play it super campy. And that's where I think Jason can probably make a difference compared to the last Terran. I think he's definitely going to be a bit better at the late game than that guy. I guess I'm not allowed to attack even as like a fake to throw away units. So I guess I'll just kill my own units over here. Sorry, boys. This base is going to die. I do have... yeah, I was going to say enough storms, with which I mean I have 1 Templar with storms, which is pretty much enough. Going to use another energy recharge on this dude. Start adding a lot of cannons over here so I don't get taken by surprise. Probably add another pylon over here as well. That'd be nice. Let's see. It's very awkward for him to attack. Ah, okay, there we go. He's going to attack over there. I'll probably just keep a couple of my units over here. That would be enough. This one doesn't even have a storm, but he was running away from it anyway, which is funny. Yeah, gonna recall just my carriers over here. That should be fine. Good moves by him, by the way. Even if he's not necessarily being that efficient, he is throwing away units, freeing up supply, while being annoying with them. So that is all well done. Sadly for him, I handled that surprisingly well, you know? I thought that was going to be a lot worse for me, but I still have 90 probes, so that was really not bad. I cannot complain about that, that's for sure. Let's see, do I have some extra probes somewhere? I guess I'm just extremely well saturated. I do really want to take this base now. I should probably keep 1 Templar per base or so. That seems acceptable to me. I think I'm going to go for the Robo, because I want a War Prism with speed, pretty much. That's it. He's scanning me. That pretty much means 2 things. Either he wants to attack my main army, or he wants to attack somewhere else, knowing where my main army is. Those are pretty much the 2 options. Did I lose Cyber? Oh no, there it is. I was just blind. Never mind. Sorry about that. Let's see. 88 probes is a lot. I think I want fewer probes than that. Get a couple of Stargates up here. Kind of want to rebuild those oracles, but I'm out of supply, which is very annoying, actually. I don't even have detection right now, in fact. Here, let me get the shield upgrade as well. Probably just start... I kind of want some more... Yeah, I think I'm going to give away some probes. Like, look at my gas. It's just... I need a couple things, right? Oh, why are you going across? You silly goose. I want a prism, first of all. I do also want prism speed for that prism. Oh, he's going to attack me with liberators. That is... well... Liberators, in my opinion, a bit of an overrated strategy against carriers. A lot of people think it's like the end-all, be-all, but I think it comes down a lot to what units I have to support the carriers more than anything else. Like, if I have enough Templars to storm, then the Liberators are not going to be that good all of a sudden. I do think he's doing a fantastic job of just not really committing to a big fight, you know? Like, he really is just... trying to chill, and yeah, it's actually a little bit of an attack over here. I had 1 Templar. Oh no, I did have a couple Templars. Let's see. Okay, storm that. EMP is not going to get all of it done. I still have units over here, so that's going to be fine. Use my carriers to defend and just start rebuilding all of those cannons. Those units are also going to die. He is trying to attack over here. Oh, was that a misclick by any chance? I think it was. It kind of looks like he just F2'd that on accident. I'm pretty sure I heard Ghost die. The sound for me, just so you guys know, the sound for me is actually a little quiet. I noticed that, I don't know, whenever I have it like normal volume, it blasts like crazy for you guys. So you guys might hear things that I didn't actually hear that well. I'm gonna get a couple more Templars. Oh, by the way, I somewhat recently figured out... Or it wasn't me that found it out. It was my friend Skillis. Figured out what the perfect late game is in PvT. And it's actually to just max out on carriers, like as many carriers you can build. Even like up to like 25 or something, you know? Give away probes and all that. And then what you do is you make a bunch of prisms with 1 Templar inside. And the reason why that is good is because 1 prism can be sniped. So if you put... yeah, 4 Templars in 1 prism, it's not that difficult to deal with. But Vikings, which is the main counter to the prism, they shoot so slow. If you just have a bunch of prisms with one Templar inside, all you need is one storm on the Vikings and you're absolutely set, right? So that is pretty much how you want to play that, ideally. I'm not sure if I have the skills to pull that off today. It is something I've absolutely never practiced, so I guess we'll see. Oh, I didn't keep storms over there. That's a bit of a mistake by me. I do feel a little intimidated playing this game. Like, I haven't necessarily felt at my absolute... Oh, I should have gotten armor upgrades for the Templars. Forgot about that. This is not necessarily my best type of gameplay. So I do feel a little worried about whatever is to happen. Guess I'll add a couple more cannons over here as well. I don't want to spend my money too recklessly, but I just know that I need cannons and stuff. I haven't had the opportunity to remake those oracles, sadly. Let me just try and start taking that base. Taking this base would also be a good idea. I'm going to kill 2 of my probes, just so I can make 1 more prism. I think that's going to be a nice idea. Here we go. Get at least 1 extra one over there. Just going to take this base. If he notices, he notices. If he doesn't, then that's nice. I wonder if he ran out of bio units, by the way, and he's just maxing on, like, the good stuff. If now he would go for BCs, that would be a great idea. My army would probably still be fine, but ideally I want to have the Tempest, and I don't have supply for it right now. I have 80 workers. Okay, the thing is, I don't actually have that many minerals, right? So do I really want to be giving away my workers? I don't think I do. Let's see, just a little bit of scouting, see how many bases he actually has. I have to imagine he has every single base that we don't see. If he doesn't, that would be surprising to me. Let's see, that's a Widow Mine. Did he just switch to mech entirely? It is possible. Okay. I guess we'll see how we're gonna deal with that later on. Or maybe I should go for a scout instead. Mostly for the reason that if he's going mass BCs, I really want to have a couple Tempest. Like, he has these Widow Mines scattered everywhere, so getting scouting for me is gonna be a little difficult. Templars over here are just chilling right now. That's nice. I think I got every single upgrade that I need already, plus the armor is about to finish. Widow Mines indeed spotted. There is a tank over there. Can I get past it? Yeah, okay. It really does feel like he's... Dude, for a second I was like, wait, I could just scan myself. But sadly, that's not going to be in the cards. I'm going to kill 1 of my probes so I can make 2 oracles instead. And then I'm just going to keep camping like an absolute psychopath. I guess ideally I have like 2 more prisms. If he has BCs, I want to have a couple more Tempests. But besides that, right now, we are really just chilling. Now, did he have to... I'm not sure if he has those tanks earlier or if he built them recently. If he built them recently, then I'm definitely sure he's going to go for something like mass BCs. Because then he just wants something to counter the ground, right? But... Like, the thing is, I know he had tanks, but I thought I killed them. That's why I'm wondering. So I'm going to put a couple stasis wards over here, not too far out. It's going to be a little scary moving across with these oracles because he has... Widow Mines everywhere, and Widow Mines... Yeah, I see one right there, actually. Widow Mines, they one-shot the Oracle, which is hella annoying. Now, let's see. It's either BCs or it's Mass Liberator Viking. Okay, there you go. Mass Viking it is. So, my approach is definitely correct to go for the Stormy Boys. I guess I should add another Prism in that case. He's doing a scan. He's probably wondering what on earth I'm doing. It's actually funny because, I mean, Vikings are pretty okay against... cannons and stuff and buildings, but he doesn't actually have anything that can realistically kill my buildings, right? I think at some point I'm gonna have to give away these probes and really max out on carriers with a couple of these Templars. I don't know if the time is here just yet, though. Gotta make sure I saturate perfectly. Which base should I go? I think I should go for this base, right? I feel like that base is the better base to take for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna make more cannons. I got another Templar, which is nice. He sees my army, which is not that big, so I have to be careful with that. Okay, so I got my 3 prisms. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to try to dive this, right? Because the army here is relatively small. I have a couple of Templars. I guess I should put these prisms on a hotkey so I can access them easily. There's a lot of turrets. Yeah, I think we should definitely be going for the other base. I'm going to warp in a couple Templars over here, just so I have them. Oh, what the... Okay, that was a complete accident. Works, I guess. I probably lost one of my Templars to it, I suppose. Not quite sure, but most likely. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple cannons here. I don't want to make too many cannons there. Mainly for the reason that he can kill them with tanks very nicely from this high ground. And I think this base on the bottom side is going to be my next target. So I'm going to go over there. Making a mothership would be very nice right now. But I'd have to kill a decent amount of my own probes. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Why not? I feel like making a mothership is a good idea. So we're just going to go for that right now. I'll make it on the right side. Let's see. It's a bit dangerous to build it here. There we go. Just enough supply. It's a bit dangerous because I don't know, it just feels relatively easy to snipe. But I guess it is also just... I mean, I'm going to attack on the left side. He's probably going to have to drag his army over there, etc., etc. Okay, so let's see. Upgrades are perfect. Didn't miss any beat there, so that's nice. Then we're going to go for this base over here, which I imagine is very well defended indeed. Now I'm going to have to split my Templars out a little bit. Where are my prisms? One is over there. Okay, they're pretty nicely split over here. It is only 17 carriers, and the reason I say only is because we're pretty late into the game at this point. So it is not the craziest amount of carriers ever, that is for sure. Going to be able to kill all these turrets pretty fast. Try to make as many things as I can. I do have the Templar over here. That's why he's scared, by the way, this Templar. Okay, there we go. Has to be very careful with the storms. Like, the storms would just absolutely brutalize him. That's the thing. That's the only thing he's afraid of, okay? The carriers would lose to that army, but the storms would go freaking ham. See, I'm going to bring this one a little closer. Good snipe by him. That's also why I brought even more stuff. Is that a nuke? Oh, that is a nuke. That's over there. Okay. Yeah, I told you guys I wouldn't hear the nuke. I actually just... I wouldn't hear that, that's for sure. I'm going to warp in a couple more Templars over here. He is allowed to nuke that as he wishes. Okay. Might as well just feedback that. Come over here. Ah, he's a wicked cloak. That's cheating. Oh, I lost my oracles, didn't I? I did lose my oracles, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just going to start a bunch of cannons over here first. He's probably going to nuke them as well, I have to guess. But that is okay with me. Let's see. He's sieging his libs. He's trying to make sure I don't get them too close. Where's my Templar? It's kind of hard to see him. Here we go. He's probably going to try and snipe this dude, I had to guess. Okay. Oh, he did actually... Oh, no, it was the Liberator that got it. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, let's get another Templar over here. One of my dudes is ready. He has a tank over there, which is a very nice idea. See, I'm just going to try and kill that Liberator. If I kill that Liberator, then my units are just going to be chilling. Okay. Oh, he's making battlecruisers now. Okay, that's a little scary. Pretty good trades in the end, but yeah, not the easiest trades ever, that is for sure. It's a funny dance. Gonna start... Actually, do I want to start a couple... You see, I didn't even hear these nukes at all. I'm starting to wonder if I even have that alert on, because like, you guys probably heard it by now, right? I actually didn't hear any alert, not even like faintly or whatever. Just there have not been alerts in my ears. That's what I can tell you. Okay. Oh, good EMP. Well done. That's very well done by him for sure. Gonna warp in a couple more. I do have the Templars over here. Oh, that's it. Hey, I heard it. I did hear it this time. Where is he launching it now? Is he launching it there? Guess we'll storm that. There we go. Don't want to lose. Ah, he's trying to land it before me. No. Oh, there we go. That's so dumb. I heard a BC, right? Yeah, I did hear about it. I don't know what happened to my mothership, actually. Where did I send that thing? I must be... Oh, it's over here. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess what I can do is I can actually recall my army. I have one Tempest, or did I lose that already? No, I did have one Tempest indeed. Okay, let me send that over there right now. I'm trying to make a planetary next to my base, which is quite funny, but it's also something that I would do for sure. So it's not like I can, make fun of that move. It just makes sense. Ah! Ow. It actually didn't hurt that bad, surprisingly. I told you guys I'm scared of the nukes because I don't hear those things. I only heard it because I heard like the... Or was that the nuke that I heard? No, it was the nuke earlier, right, that I heard. I think it was the earlier nuke. And nukes are going to be painful, man. Why did that die? Was my Tempest low enough to die to that? I feel like it shouldn't. But maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Okay. Let's see, I do have my Stormies over here. Probably worried for the recall. Oh, he actually got the freaking... power, what's it called? He depowered my stuff, which is annoying. Okay. Go. Might be a good moment. Oh, that looks like a good moment to go in. Ah, he barely dodged it in time. That's annoying. I kind of wish that I would have been ready with that. Let's see. I'm kind of tempted to just recall... That's a nuke. Just recall in his main base or something. I feel like that would be nice. Oh, he actually found me. Yeah, okay, well, we're not going to recall then, of course. That would be an extremely silly move. Okay. I do want to fight for that base at some point, so I have to keep that in mind. Got all my interceptors out, which is really nice. Oh, there we go. We got one storm off. Not the other one, though. Oh, it actually... How did that live? That's insane. Not the best storm ever. It is what it is. I think I'm just going to make a couple more carriers and a couple more Templars. Actually, I have enough Templars to put one in each prism, which is nice. There we go. I think I heard a nuke this time. It's probably here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah. The nukes, they are a bit annoying because my amount of static defenses is giving it free value. Normally, nukes are not actually that great. I know they're very funny and very cool, and I love them. But they're not actually strategically that great. Wait, who the hell gets drilling, or what's it called? Yeah, drilling claws. That's crazy. Just let me kill your Widow Mice, man. Come on. Okay, so he knows I'm going over here, so he's probably going to be following me. Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be a pretty long, drawn-out game. That's all I can say at this point, really. It's a bit of a weird thing because he cannot really do much against me. But I also don't want to... Is that another nuke? Probably. I heard an alert, so I just imagine it's a nuke. I can also not really do that much against him, but I do think I want... Right now we're split 50-50, right? Is that correct? It should be. Yeah, I think we're split 50-50 right now. I want one more base than him. I think that is the... Yeah, just the most reasonable way to try and win this game. Okay, these things are actually starting to annoy me. I'm going to get not thermal lance. I'm going to get observer speed. So I can start getting rid of these things. Make a couple more cannons over here. Try to clear out these widow mines that are shooting my stuff. It was actually just one widow mine. How many carriers do I have now? I have 22 carriers, which is really pretty good. I don't know how many BCs he has. The BCs are a pretty annoying thing. Let's see. I have 2 prisms. Just 2 prisms. That's not that crazy. I need to stop F2ing like an absolute demon. But it's just in my blood at this point, so what can I do? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna attack in here. He is gonna lose all of these turrets pretty much. He's just trying to kill my interceptors at this point, which is a pretty good way to go about it. Need to make sure that I am very careful. I'm gonna make 1 Templar in the back. I think that is a smart idea. And then we're gonna go in again. Maybe I should target stuff specifically. I don't know. It is a decent amount of BCs he has now. Am I going to be able to kill the BCs? I don't know. See? Oh, I did get the planetary, surprisingly. That's pretty nice. No. I just want to be really careful. I feel like if I go in too fast, then we're just going to be in trouble. It does suck for me that these are the only 2 angles I can attack in. I feel like normally I would have just like mopped out all of these turrets and stuff already. But I can only attack my next base, which is making this so much more difficult. Yeah, let's see. Do I really want to make Tempest? I'm thinking about it, honestly. I don't know if I do. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to target down those dudes. The reason why I want them to die is because then I can go in with my Stormy Boys, and that is very annoying for him. The Stormy Boys makes it just 10 times harder for him, you know. It's just 1 Templar there is really all I need. There's a probe over here, I think. There is indeed a probe over here. There we go. Be careful with that, my friend. I mean, if he's not... Well, oh, crap, I just lost that one. What was I about to say? If he's not actively sniping the Templars, then I can actually just keep moving forward. I was mostly afraid, because if he's going to snipe the Templars, then that is exactly what's going to be annoying. I'm definitely trading pretty efficient here. I know, you know, these things are not the cheapest things ever, but I'm killing like 2 Liberators for it every single time, which is just very annoying for him. Okay, let's see. He has to run away from that Templar, of course. Oh, that Battlecruiser probably should have killed that. I think that would have been a nice kill. Yeah, I think we just warp in more Templars. I mean, I'm just vibing right now. My bases are mining out super, super slowly. But yeah, I mean, does it matter? I feel like I have all the time in the world. But oh, dude, that was so close to me actually getting my interceptors out. That would have been very nice. Oh, it's going to be a nice storm. Exactly, there we go. Might try to use the lack of detection, so I'm just going to... Is that a nuke? Yeah, it is a nuke. Okay. You know, a lot of people scan with the nuke, but you do pretty much get vision when the nuke lands. Oh, there's another nuke over there. Like, I really can't hear it. I just have to see it, which it makes it so much more difficult. The counter to nukes is hearing it, by the way. I know a lot of you think, like, how on earth can you see the red dot? Well, you don't usually look for it. You just hear where the nuke... let's see. Okay, so I got one dude over here. That ghost is gonna die. Actually, did it run away? How did he get away so fast? Okay, I don't want to fight too easily against that. I guess I can try to target it down right now. It's not the most valuable target ever, but it's still pretty nice. Oh, barely. Well, actually, pretty decent storm in the end. Okay, there we go. Need to make sure that my Templars are close enough. Actually, I do have... Oh, it's going to be a big storm, I think. Barely not. Okay. Guess we're going to try to take this base now. Warp in another Templar over here. I mean, so far we're doing fine. The scariest thing is that my army is getting low HP because of the occasional nukes. So it's possible that my army actually dies to the nuke, right? That looked like it was probably a nuke waiting to land. Okay, there we go. Let's get that in there. Oh, barely didn't get it off. There we go. Oh, that's a nice storm. That's a very nice storm. He might try to collapse on me now, but I have my Stormy boys ready. Looks like he does actually want to try. Okay. Interesting. Did I drop my Templars? I should have dropped them. There we go. Oh, these are doing so much damage. I'm telling you, the storms, guys. The storms is what you need. Like, if I ever run out of storms, he can jump on me, by the way. He would be able to pretty much annihilate me. But because I have all these Stormy boys... How many prisms do I have? 2 prisms left. Probably want to put Templars that already have high energy in those. I think that is a smart idea. Okay. Get an energy recharge on that. And then we're going to try to retake this base again. How are my bases doing? 55 probes. Decent for sure. Now I wish I had a Terran ally so he could repair my freaking stuff. Okay, so we're kind of in the same spot where the only base I can attack is this. Realistically, that base is already mined out, I would have to guess, right? I mean, we're playing against a Terran who has, as you could see, infinite scans. You have to imagine that it's mined out by now. I guess we'll start just attacking... Yeah, pretty much this base, I guess. I mean, I need to, you know, attack one base. I mean, I could also just sit here forever. But I do like to keep it as active as I can in this challenge, right? Which is just to... Oh, that's a nuke. Okay, thank goodness I saw it this time. It's actually crazy how it's just... I can hear it sometimes, but sometimes there's just like not even a hint of a notification for me. That's crazy. That's a nuke. Was that 2 nukes? There's another nuke dropping over there. Yeah, the biggest problem of not being able to hear it is that I don't know how long it's going to take until it lands. Like, I just hear... Now I know it's landing, but... I just hear I just see a red dot sometimes, you know. I have no idea if this is close to landing or what's going on there. Okay, it's going to be a nice storm, I think. Yes, there we go. Double nice storm, perhaps. There we go. Very, very nice. Need to make sure my Templars stay close. I'm going to warp in even more Templars. Why not? Okay. He's probably getting ready to... Let me just kill the turret over there. He's probably getting ready to go in at some point. Need to be so careful. The Liberators one-shot my my dudes, my Templars. Oh, that's so close. If he moved forward there, he would have gotten absolutely obliterated. It's so close to him just dying instantly. I feel like I'm also pretty close to just copying a big enough nuke that I lose the game. Actually, in that case, maybe we could... You know what? Maybe I should start preparing for some kind of ground switch. Yeah, it's not the best idea ever. Never mind that. Okay, let's try and target down those Liberators that he has. Still a little bit of damage done with that one. The Templars are so funny, man. It's actually crazy how much of a difference one unit can make, right? I am running low on minerals because of all the interceptors, by the way. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see. Ah! I saw that line. Just a little too late. Okay, got my Templars ready. Might as well repower this, actually. Those look like they were misclicked. Let's see. I'm gonna go in for another wave of Liberator killing. There's so many Liberators now. It's kind of crazy. Oh, that's a disgusting one, eh? Well, these barely don't have storms. Have to be careful with that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Another fat one. Yes, sir. That's what we want. Look at my gas. I can warp in Templars for days, by the way. Let's see. He's probably not expecting me to move. Oh, there we go. That could have been brutal. Actually, might as well kill this Liberator, I guess, while I'm at it. Do I have Stormer? Oh, excuse me. Do I have Stormers? I have 2 Stormers ready. I guess I might as well just go for this right now. Try to go forward with this Templar so I can kill his air army. Wait, what is that? Oh, it was that... Really, it was that planetary... Or that planetary shooting me from down there? That's crazy. Now, this is my next base, so this is what I'm going to go for. Let's see. I'm going to try to get a fast storm from downtown. Oh, barely not. That would have been absolutely brutal if I did. Okay. Guess it's time for me to start cannoning this part now. Don't have energy recharge yet, but it's fine. Let's keep my prisms a little bit closer. I'm still worried because my my carriers are relatively low on HP, you know. See, he's probably gonna try. Oh, that's... Oh my god, that's a lot of mules. Holy cow. That is so many mules. I guess he doesn't have anything else to... He doesn't have any minerals to mine left, I suppose. Oh, there's a good micro by him there. Just trying to repair everything. Yeah, I guess we just try to take it slowly for the most part. Okay. Carriers. 20 carriers left. That's pretty healthy. Oh, that is a nuke. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of impressed by myself that I haven't been, like, absolutely annihilated by a nuke yet, to be honest. I feel like I should have been. Trying to EMP that. Ooh, he needs to be careful there. It's a really good micro, actually. It's pretty hard to micro the Vikings against carriers, but he's doing a really good job there. I think we're just going to warp in more Templars at this point. Because why the heck not? Okay, I'm slowly creeping up to his next base. Oh, need to be careful. Not get those sniped, of course. Gonna start moving over on this side. Now, this is technically also my next base, so I'm just gonna go over here. Let's see if I can maybe catch like a really fat storm or something. That would be very, very welcome. Like, he doesn't have money left, right? Oh, that's a good nuke actually by him. Can barely not reach... Oh, that's so freaking close, actually. Can barely not reach those Vikings. Oh, it's gonna be a big one. There we go. Need to make sure to get my Templars a little closer. Okay. I killed a ghost. I'm not sure where it came from, but I killed it. That's one thing that you can hear. The scream of the ghost. That's one thing that you can't, you know, really confuse. Okay. Gotta play this careful, guys, for sure. Woo. Yeah, those ghosts were low HP. Did I maybe... I mean, I know I killed one because I heard the scream. It's possible that I killed multiple. Let's see, where's the ghost? Yeah, I'm trying. Where the hell did he go? Oh! Hey, there we go. Like, you can repair, but repair does cost money, right? So I suppose that every little... Yeah, repair I force is going to be quite nice. Let's see. Gonna get another storm on that. Barely not, actually. Could have been better. These have low energy, so I have to be careful. I think, where did my... do I still have my observer with me? I should, right? Yeah. Let's see if I can find him again. Where are you, my friend? Whew. I feel like he's getting a little jumpy. He's using a lot of EMPs for just one Templar, you know? He's definitely getting a little jumpy. Oh, that would have been such a nice storm if I got it. There we go. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Oh, looks like he might be coming forward. Hey, where is that ghost? I didn't even see it. Oh, that is a... Ooh, I lost a carrier to that. Oh, no. Kind of painful, actually. Hey, do I have minerals to mine from? I guess I still have these. Let me just try and split these. Kind of want more observers here as well. Yeah, let me try to bring these back around. Gonna move forward with 2 of my dudes. I mean, everything he has is mined out. That's the problem. Like, he's just gonna, you know, let me go to the end of... Oh, this is so painful. Oh, he's gonna lose so many Vikings. I told you guys it was hard. Some of you probably didn't believe me. Oh, but it's very hard. GG is called. And we have done it. 3k, 12k left in the bank. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that is 60 High Templars, pretty much. Well, I was going to remake Interceptors, right? But 60 High Templars. He had literally 0 gas left and only 2k resources. And that's how you do it, guys. An hour-long video defeating 2 Terrans, including a very good Terran by never attacking unless it's my next base. Now here... Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, I could have expanded here is my next base, but there are no resources, right? So it's kind of weird. You guys, just tell me what you think about this. But I thought it was a very well executed game. Traded 7k efficiently, and I mined a base extra. And I told you guys it was going to be disgusting. Protoss Turtle can really be ultra disgusting. Now, I got a pretty good start in this game. He didn't really scout, didn't really do much about my free carrier into storm strategy, but it was very strong. And now I'm tired. Hope you guys enjoyed this absolute torture of 2 Grandmaster Terrans. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.